Hi, this is UFC fighter George Sullivan, and this is MyMMAnews.com.
We are here at Tannersville Crossings, the Reebok outlet for Maverick MMA workout. Tell us a little bit about the promoter, Willie Siska, how you know him, and what do you think about him starting up his own business?
Willie Siska and I met back in a league that I was champion for, Cage Fury, so we got a really good friendship off of Cage Fury. And then we did some anti-bullying work together. I went out to his hometown, talked to the school. So, you know, we've always stayed in touch, and that's basically how we became friends at Cage Fury.
Now, you're here at the open workouts. Obviously, you fight for the UFC. You're not fighting for Maverick. What was the point of you being here today, and what did you get out of it?
Well, you know, Willie's a good friend of mine, and I know he's going to do great things. And I know Maverick MMA is going to blow up. Maverick MMA is going to blow up, and I just want to support it and show that he has got a lot of connections. He knows a lot of good people. He loves fighting, and you know, I respect that. So I have to give back to what he's given me. You know.
So as I said, you're currently under UFC contract. Last year you were suspended. You didn't actually test positive, but you did admit that you took an illegal substance. That was your first suspension. Talk us through that, what happened, the result of it, and then coming back.
So the worst part about last year's suspension was the thing I was suspended for was not on the bottle label, was not on the ingredients. So when they tested a supplement that I was on, it tested positive for an unlabeled residue of something, which I can't say because we're going to be going to court. But basically, I was screwed over, and I never took anything willingly, knowing I was taking an illegal supplement. That's what hurt me the most. Was everybody's like, "Oh, he took it." I didn't even know it was in the bottle, but every website said, "Oh, he took it. He did this. He did that." No, he did not. I didn't do nothing wrong. And it's going to come out in the court cases when I go after this company, and they know I'm coming after them. They're not stupid. You know, it's sad that people didn't even read my article. They saw that I didn't even test positive. It wasn't even in my blood. So, you know, it's just crazy how that whole thing escalated into making me look bad. And I had to serve a sentence because if I didn't, how bad would the other company who tested it look, if you know what I mean? I don't want to say any names, but I just think I was screwed completely for that, you know.
So you were given a 1-year suspension. It was retroactive to
your
last fight was January 30th.
Yeah, so I served like 6 months.
Yeah, so you were scheduled.
Which I appreciated them doing that for me, so I was happy about that, you know.
You were scheduled to come back at UFC 208, and then January 14th of this year, you get a call. USADA says that you tested positive for another substance.
Yeah.
What happened with that?
So that was clomiphene for a fertility medication. Now, they were going to allow me to fight if I can get the medication approved because they've seen that I had a fertility doctor give it to me. But there are people that use certain drugs to cheat. I am not one of them. And we've done intensive, like tons of investigations with my doctor. They've been going back and forth to show that I do have a problem. We can't have a kid, which the whole world knows now, so I don't have any fear of saying it. So now the whole thing is we have to get the medication approved or I have to go off the medication. But that means that everything that I've been doing to try to have this kid will be deleted if I stop taking the medication. So I have to make that decision. But me and my wife are going to try to get it done hopefully this week, and we don't have to do this anymore because it takes a lot out on us. But we are going to be talking to USADA to show everybody that there was no cheating at all.
So obviously the whole world would have never known that you were going to be taking a fertility drug had this not happened. I
didn't even know, to be honest with you, that when I asked my doctor, don't give me any steroids or performance-enhancing drugs, clomiphene does not help you perform better. It's what people use when they're coming off of a cycle. But they knew I wasn't cycling because I got tested 2 weeks before that. So it's not like you're going to cycle on steroids for 1 week. That's why they called me up and they said, "We think you're on a fertility medication," and I was. I was only on the pill for 2 days when I got tested, which they saw on my prescription. So they knew I wasn't lying about that either. So there's a lot of information that goes towards showing them that it was just an honest mistake. I got tested at 5 o'clock in the morning. I didn't even think to disclose it. He showed up at my gym, and I just pissed, and that was it. So I was only on the pill for 2 days. I wasn't even thinking about it.
Do you feel in a way that your privacy was invaded?
Of course, 100%. It was on ESPN. It was on 90% of the MMA websites in the world. And of course, everybody once again thinks you're cheating. So I had to come out in public. I talked to USADA. USADA said, make sure you tell everybody what you were doing so they know you weren't cheating. And now they know that. But it's been 65 days and I still can't get the medication approved because it's very, very rigorous how they test everything. And they need to break everything down and talk to your doctor. And it's crazy.
Now that you're a victim of 2 tests, say, you did not take these drugs, you did nothing illegal. Do you feel that there are any changes that need to be made to the way that USADA tests? I
don't think there's changes to the way there should be testing. I think there should be leniencies better for people that have a problem. Like if you can approve somebody that's taking steroids, which I've seen, how can you not approve something that's not even benefiting to the other fighter? I'm not getting any results from that at all, but you'll approve somebody that needs a steroid. Those are the things that make my brain twitch. I'm like, how do you do that? How do you take somebody that's using something that does make them physically better and approve that, but have to think for 65 days the other thing? I just think there's too many glitches in the system.
Last question. As you said, the fans immediately started accusing you, kind of turned on you. What do you have to say to those people that kind of jumped the gun and accused you?
They're fake fans. They don't read the articles. A lot of guys are like, you let your fans down. How about the fact that I'm trying to have a kid? I didn't let you guys down. I didn't think about that. All you guys have your kids. We're trying to do what's best for our family. And he cheated with the deer velvet shit. It wasn't even on the label. So how are you going to give me shit for that? It's just bullshit. And I think if people use common sense and they said, oh, this guy didn't even test positive, and the thing that I got in trouble for was only in the bottle. Use your heads, stop being super fans and actually pay attention to the facts, is what I would have to say. And then slap them in the face. That's what I would do. I'd probably knock you guys out too. No offense.